This is Zach. Sorry for the delay on Darkhawk Talk. Personal life stuff came up. You know how it is. I'll never be a professional YouTuber at this rate, but figured might as well get back into it. We left off with issue number 9, as you see up on the screen here. Darkhawk side by side with the Punisher. Let's go. There we go. I gotta remember how to do this. All right, so first page here, starting off with some looks like some thermal vision, some IR, something like that. Journal entry, so it's either Rorschach or the Punisher. Talked about some warehouse in Queens, hiding place for cache of high-tech weapons. You got some bullseyes over the dudes. Some guy in a Hawaiian shirt up there. They look up, see that they're being targeted. And, oh, there we go. They get iced by the Punisher. But it's actually not the Punisher whose POV we're looking at. Like you see down here in the bottom right, he's in my sights and he's going to die by the hand, or at the hand rather, of Savage Steel. So if you guys remember, Savage Steel was the NYPD's like enforcer, the best way to describe it. He could do all the dirty things that the cops themselves couldn't do. So he's the dark side of the NYPD. So Frank ducks behind the brick wall there with his boots and scampers away. Savage Steel is going to go track him down. And then here we join Chris and Cheryl. They are at the hospital with their friend Headset. If you remember from last issue, he was injured in the fight that Darkhawk had with some drug dealers and with Lodestone, the villain that has since disappeared off the face of the planet. We get Cheryl and Chris talking here. Just boyfriend girlfriend stuff. Chris, he goes through this eternal struggle a lot throughout the series, basically saying like, how can I balance running away or dipping out as Darkhawk, and then justifying things to Cheryl. It's an ongoing thing. We'll deal with this much later on, but here they are walking through the mall, and then in the upper right panel we see here braka braka braka, some cool onomatopoeia. Yep, there's the Punisher. I'm not really sure the angle that they're going for here. I guess that they're like, it looks like he's maybe jumping from a rooftop or something like that, if I had to guess. Chris yells at Cheryl to get the F out, and then Chris says he's a cop son. He knows the special SWAT number. But we all know that's diversion for him to switch to Darkhawk. Oh, Frank comes crashing through, still firing back at Savage Steel with all of his weaponry. And then Darkhawk and Punisher have a standoff, and then we get some goons swinging in from the roof here, going after Punisher and Darkhawk. Punisher just mows them down, and Darkhawk shoots them. These guys are just like meat for the grinder here. They just get iced real quick. Punisher shooting this guy, Darkhawk blasting this guy. They're just all the cronies are getting smoked. They've got some dudes that pop in here with aim weapons as well as standard issue, which Frank points out, which does kind of wound our boy Darkhawk. Oh, Hawk gets down. Punisher shoots him back. Still guys just coming out of the woodwork. And then, when things are looking their direst, Frank's back here. Darkhawk's slinking off to the closet to recharge. Boom! Savage Steel comes shooting through the wall. Just absolutely just goozles this guy here. Crushes his head. Thankfully this mall looks like it's largely deserted at this point because Savage Steel down here just ices all these guys. Yeah, dead. All of them. Nice work, Castle. So you see where Savage Steel's moral compass lies. He doesn't give a crap about killing. But then he tries to turn his sights to Frank, and they start fighting each other. Darkhawk shoots his cable claw to divert Savage Steel from obliterating Punisher. And then Darkhawk gets straight up shot in the face and the hand. And you see here, you'll see his like hand be missing. Quick cut to Chris's mom. She's down here meeting with a private detective. If you guys remember Mike Powell, Chris's dad has disappeared for a while, and he just kind of dropped off the face of the earth after issue 1. So we're trying to figure out what's going on, and then some ominous looking guy here. If she cannot be controlled, she may have to be eliminated. So that's setting up what's coming up in later issues. Punisher's still fighting Savage Steel back at the mall. I guess this is like dinner time, but it's supposed to be afternoon or whatever. A little timing inconsistencies. It's okay. It's still a good comic. Punisher still shooting. It looks like an M4 right into Savage Steel's chest. It's not really doing much anything. Darkhawk's over here in the closet, the hand completely obliterated, bleeding out the green goop. And then he continues to use his power of basically body swap. So reverting back to Chris, then back to Darkhawk. He becomes healed. Plays in later on where we find out like where exactly the Darkhawk body is being stored, and it's a pretty cool little reveal there. Punisher again getting throttled by Savage Steel. He's just unloading the 9mm in his face, not doing much anything. Oops, there we go. And Darkhawk hits him with a force blast right in the back, which is enough to like throw him off his game. Frank grabs one of the aim weapons, shoots it over, and just knocks Savage Steel on his ass. Darkhawk doesn't want anybody to die, so he's stepping up in between them and just saying, there's got to be a better way, and trying to talk that through with Punisher. Doesn't make much sense. And then this is where he talks into his lessons that he got from Spider-Man. He's like, I thought I should be like you. Thought guys like Spider-Man were too soft, too easy on criminals, but the law of the courts, and without them, there's anarchy. And then Punisher, what makes you think there already isn't anarchy? So they argue. And then Cheryl finally finds the police, tells them everything's going on. Frank still tries to take the shot on Steel. Darkhawk blocks it. And then the actual cops show up, say Savage Steel freeze. He's not, these guys, they don't really know that he's like in on it. It's like a subsect of the NYPD that are putting Savage Steel out there. So Savage Steel creates a little diversion, gets out of there. Frank and Darkhawk amps Gray with that distraction. And then Chris meets up with Cheryl saying everything's fine, hunky-dory. It's time I told you the truth up here, so we'll see next issue whether or not he actually does that. Spoilers, he doesn't. And then here we have the private detective that Cheryl, Chris's mother, was out talking with, and things are getting more dangerous by the day, and no one, not even my wife, can be allowed to put things in jeopardy. So the big reveal at the end of this issue is that Mike Powell is alive and he's in New York, but what's his rationale for hiding from his family? That's something that's going to be revealed over the next few issues. It's the heart of the Hawk. So we're going to be breaking down a lot of the stuff with like why Mike Powell disappeared. Broderick Basin is going to be on trial with all the hijinks to come in with that. And then there's also going to be another Spider-Man villain. Darkhawk loves using Spider-Man villains. So we're going to be having a Tombstone coming quite a bit over the next few issues. So we'll look forward to that. If you guys like this, if you want to see the comics that I collect, I'm on Instagram. You can come check me out there. Same name, Paper Abyss Comics. Yeah, feel free to hit me up. And if you listen this long, thank you very much. And we'll catch you next time.